You didn't show me
You
anything.
push the pendulum. You push the pendulum.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're recording the
Well, you
energy
don't.
you put in to the
Right.
pendulum,
Hey,
not the
Brenda.
energy the Earth
How is
put
that
into it.
relevant? How is that relevant?
Because
The
you're
point.
Hey,
trying
Brenda.
to prove
The point
Earth is
is
spinning,
Hey,
darling.
that's
Paige, we
we.
beat it. We win. We beat
You
it. We
didn't win
win.
anything.
Brenda.
You didn't win anything. You
Oh,
didn't
I
we
have.
even
won. We won
understand.
years ago.
I
This
have
is
an
just
honest
them not
question.
No,
understanding.
you don't.
I have
So the
an
point is
honest question.
that the pendulum is at rest. It's going to stay at rest unless we
Okay.
pull it back and let go.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
because the Earth
yeah, yeah,
cannot
it's
give it
right, it's
Hey,
any.
no
right.
problem. No problem. I've got a better
No
question for
problem.
Brenda.
And then
It's
when we
even better.
do,
It's even better.
it conserves its momentum, and we see it
What's that got to
precess
do with Earth spin?
that because we're in a different reference frame. That's why.
So,
No, Brenda.
Yes, it is.
so,
That's
so
true.
Oh,
Brenda.
fuck me.
You
Speaking of
have to
reference
think
frames.
now.
Speaking of
Think
reference
one
frames.
again.
Speaking of reference frames, Brenda. When the folks are on the ISS that you say, are they in what we call 0G? Is that 0G?
It's effectively there's a small amount. I think they call it microgravity today,
Okay,
but
micro.
it's
And so
essentially
let's say
zero. It's
right.
essentially zero.
0. So let's say you go up a little bit high because they're only at 250 miles above, the gravitational pull of the Earth. Let's say they go up a little bit higher. Let's say a million not a million because we're past the moon. Let's say in between the Earth and Moon. In between the Earth and Moon, is there gravity there?
Yes.
And where does that gravity come from?
It comes from the Earth Moon system.
Okay, cool. Now
What?
let's go past the moon. Past the moon, we're headed off to Mars now. So in between the moon, which has gravity, and Mars, which is roughly two times the size of the moon or something, right? Is there a point in there where there's no gravity at all?
The
No.
sun
There's
will pull you.
gravity. All of the planets revolve around the sun because of gravity.
Okay.
But the gravity
Yeah.
is nothing you can prove.
Okay.
So.
And
Okay.
gravity is
But we
ubiquitous.
can but we can win this. We can win this gravity argument just by flying 250 miles over a gravitational ball called the
I don't
Earth
know what you mean by win the
and
argument.
floating in space.
I don't
Well,
know
we can
what you
float
mean
in
by
space,
I don't
right?
know what
Yeah,
you mean by winning the
Brenda, hold
argument.
on, Brenda. Brenda, when you go 250 miles above the Earth, gravity is almost the same as it is on the surface of the Earth. But if you go in orbit, that's a curve, that's a centrifugal force that equals or cancels out that gravity. So it's not the distance,
Yeah,
it's the
you,
speed.
you're weightless because you're in free fall.
Yes. Okay. So free fall is the key. I guess just to alliterate that point, then if gravity is the same at 250 miles up, then how come all gases aren't sucked right back down to the Earth?
Because they have energy.
Oh, but are they in free fall?
They have
No,
they
they,
have
they, they
energy.
want they want to sink down to Earth, but there's other molecules below them, so they cannot penetrate them. What gives them superiority
Oh,
over the molecules that's below them? Yeah, so they were in free
okay.
fall.
So it's denser below them, so they can't go down there, even though they want to.
Well, they have a lot of energy.
Okay, cool.
They're hanging out at the Carmen line, burning their bras.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
would we say that on the ISS, Brenda, those folks floating around day by day, nonstop for the past 15 years, are they experiencing no gravity?
Well, they're experiencing weightlessness because they're in free fall.
Sure. Okay. So so where does space time come into that equation? How did they calculate that?
Space-time is simply the fabric of the universe, practically.
Of the ISS,
Africa
right? Of
No,
the
Universe.
ISS.
no, of the
Of
entire
the
Wow.
ISS.
of the entire universe. It's
Can you
basically
show it to us? Show us this fabric.
Uh,
Fabric is something
uh,
tangible that you can.
It's a metaphor.
feel.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Oh, so space-time
Oh,
isn't
the
real.
metaphor. Oh, okay, the metaphor. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a metaphor.
So each one of
So it's
those
not
astronauts is
really
bending
fabric.
space-time.
So she has no respect for you at all, does she?
It was only a metaphor. Okay. Yeah.
And only yesterday she was saying that adults can talk back and forth, when other people are talking, we can actually, but I couldn't do that because I was a child. Now today, when I do that, she's saying I have no respect. So, yeah,
That's
I
because you're-
literally cannot win. It doesn't matter
That's
which
because-
way I act, she's got a problem with it.
Is the ISS bending space-time? Is that what you're saying?
No, the Earth, the Earth is, and the ISS is affected by how the space-time is being bent.
How much does the Earth weigh?
Oh.
A lot.
How do you bend a concept?
It's not a concept. It's a physical part of the
Really?
universe.
How much does the ISS
Show it to us
weigh?
then. Show us this physical
How much does
space-time
the
then.
gas at the outer limit weigh? In effect, to
I
bend
couldn't hear
space-time.
anything.
I'm giving you three options here. The
I
gas
couldn't
at
hear.
the outer limits of the Earth's surface in your model there. How much space-time are they bending? And then another 200 miles up,
So
past the Kármán line. How much space-time is the
everything-
ISS actually bending? Is it bending it, or is it just moving?
So the way it's usually put is everything with mass possesses a small amount of gravity. The more mass
I want
you
to know
have,
how much.
it depends on how much mass the object has. The Earth has a lot,
Okay, cool.
so it overwhelms.
What is the
any-
mass?
I don't know
What
how
is
much.
the mass of the ISS?
Do you know how much mass the Earth has?
Everything with mass
What is the
has
mass of the Earth? Come on.
everything with mass has gravity. It's just that for objects like for us and ISS and others, it's very small.
There is no ISS. Okay.
Yeah, there is. We can see it.
Okay, it's something else. Maybe.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see it. We can see the
Yeah, you can
ISS.
see a lightness.
I've flown a
lightness going.
kite too. Yeah, I've also flown a kite. I could see that.
Yeah, you can see the ISS go across.
Got no way to prove that's actually what it is. They've got no
it can-
video of it being put together.
Oh,
Nothing.
You
There's
think
plenty.
you can see something as
Exactly.
300
There's,
miles away?
there's lots of videos of the ISS transiting the moon.
Yeah, okay. It's
Well,
something
but
else.
what about
Yeah,
being
but
put
we can't.
together
We
here
all we
on
see
Earth?
is a light.
No.
What
they
about
focus, no, that's
the
not true.
capsules? The capsules, the sections, the
You don't know what it is.
the exteriors, the wings, the goddamn, the solar wings. Where
It
are the
doesn't-
videos of those being put together and tested?
don't
by
know
the
what
way,
you
because
mean.
they've been up there
Yeah,
now for about
they didn't
15,
even
20
test
years,
it before they
and they
put it
still
up there.
haven't gone bad. Not
I
one
can't-
solar panel gone bad. Come on.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true. You don't know
Okay.
if that's true. Maybe they've repaired
Okay,
them.
Brenda, do you know what radio waves are?
I can't
Radio
understand.
waves?
I
Do you
can't
know they
understand.
travel in straight lines?
I can't
Do you know that
understand.
radio waves
No, I can't either.
travel in straight lines? Do you know that?
I don't know that.
And you don't know that?
I have
Do you
no
know that?
idea.
What's in straight lines?
Do you know what straight lines is?
John, you're drunk and and English isn't your native
Oh.
language. You're drunk and
Fuck you.
English is not your native
You
language.
understand me? You know what I'm saying?
You're
Do you
drunk.
know what
No,
straight
it's
lines
really
You're
is?
hard
drunk.
to understand you. She's right. It's very hard to understand what you're saying. Sorry.
Okay, straight line. Do you
Straight
know what
lines?
straight line?
Straight lines. I got
Straight
that.
line.
So
Do you know what straight line?
yeah, I know what a straight line is.
Okay. You know that every radar is using straight lines to track with and to see
Every radar uses straight lines to
around.
see.
You know,
No idea.
if you are using
Yeah, they're not
radar,
curved
do you know
lines.
radar? They use radio waves.
No
Radio waves.
Hey,
Yes,
Brenda,
they all
does-
straight lines.
This is impossible.
Real quick.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do
This
you
is
know what
impossible.
radio waves is?
Yes.
This is impossible.
get
We
it.
got people
get
talking
it.
over each other.
Radio
We got a
waves.
dog. We got a
Travel
dog.
in straight
I
lines.
know.
I can't hear anything. I can't hear
I have a
anything.
I have a question just for Brenda. Just for Brenda.
Okay,
So
I'm
outside
talking
the
about
solar system,
radio waves
outside,
on radar.
out-
Do you know
outside-
radar?
Hey,
Do
you guys
she
are
doesn't
talking
know.
over
She
each
doesn't know.
other.
She
Yeah, they
doesn't
have.
Do
They
you
have
know
no respect.
radar?
I can't hear.
Whose
I
dog
can't
is
hear
barking?
anything.
Outside the
Payge's.
solar
Mine.
system, Brenda. Outside the
Yeah,
solar
she's
system.
too rude. She's too rude to
I will
put.
tell you, everybody is rated
I'll let
that
Brian
can travel,
finish. He's gonna
travel
go no matter what.
many miles away in straight lines. Do you think if we are living on a ball, a radar
Yes.
can
They do. Yes.
travel?
They do. Yes. Yeah. It's
I
in the
know.
calculation.
I know that I live on a globe. I know that. With
You know that.
beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Well, if you know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, why are you here arguing about it? You should be just, happy with what you know and not
Good
worried
point,
about it. So why
Paige.
does it
Very
worry
good
you so
point.
much that you come here every day and try and tell us how to think and what to believe? We don't come to your places
Do you
where
do
you
that,
hang
Brenda?
out and say you must believe
No.
what we believe.
You'd be welcome to. You'd be welcome to.
No, I don't have any right to tell you what to believe.
Sure
Are you
you
doing
do.
that to them, Brenda?
It's your life.
No, I'm not telling anybody how they ought to believe. I'm telling them how.
Yes, you
how-
are. You
how
did
things
yesterday
actually-
on the show. You literally said, go back and listen to the show, what you said to me yesterday about, yes, I am telling you what to believe.
Yeah, and I heard
No,
that.
I don't
just,
think I said
just
that.
today.
That's why I
and
said what I said at the end,
Payge
that
was
I
right.
support
Yeah.
your right to live your life the way you want to because that's how you feel. That's your belief. I don't
Okay.
come to trans chat rooms and start saying, I think it's wrong to be trans, therefore you people shouldn't behave like this, but you do it to us.
No, you'd
Exactly.
be welcome. You'd be welcome
It's
to come.
so hypocritical. No, that's the problem. You're not. We
It's
don't
not-
do this to invite
No,
your
you'd be
criticism.
welcome.
We don't want your criticism. We're not asking for your
we-
criticism. You have no right to give it.
Paige.
And Paige, it's not
Paige.
your interest to go to one of
Paige.
those chat rooms. That's
No,
not your
Paige,
interest.
where I-
Obviously,
Paige.
it's Brenda's interest to come here for
Yeah.
some reason.
Paige.
Right?
For some reason,
Because
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
where I come from, criticism is welcome.
criticism
Okay.
that's not asked for is
Yes.
not welcome.
No, it is welcome where I come from. It is welcome.
No. Well,
Yes,
where
it-
I come from, it's not.
Well, then you should
So
go
you
there.
have to.
You should
No,
go there then.
you need to let us live our lives the way we want
No,
to, as
no.
we've let you live
No.
yours the way you want to.
No, I'm not
No.
going to. No, I'm not going
You
to.
hypocrite.
Or
you
or
hypocrite.
Paige, or Paige. Let's go like this. We
Okay,
don't mind-
okay, I
we
will
don't
say,
mind different
the
minds
S-
coming in this room. Right? We don't mind it. We don't mind it because we
Because
we have
this
an
isn't-
argument and everything's okay.
Because-
but Brenda comes in hot. She comes in
Yeah,
hot,
exactly.
right, Paige?
I don't
Yeah,
come in
she
Yeah.
comes
hot.
super hot. Like
No,
this
I
is
don't.
how you have
Yeah,
to believe.
triggered
This
all
is
the
way
time,
it is.
nasty.
You
Yeah.
you guys
I'm
all
not
have
triggered.
to
Yeah,
think
you're
about this
stupid.
way.
Blah blah
I'm not
blah.
triggered.
Yeah, always
yeah,
the
blah
same.
blah blah. Hello.
Rumpus got triggered today. I did not.
I just want to say to
Oh, Rumpus is just
to
as bad
Brenda,
as you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
SPS 49.
You've got to see how hypocritical
radar.
that is, Brenda.
So Paige,
I mean,
if you-
honestly.
So Paige, if you want a place where you can be and not have globe earthers, then you should make your own Discord server and keep globe earthers out. But Ranty, this is his server and these are his rules.
That's right. That's why you're still here.
Yes. So this is his server and his rules, Paige. So
But that's
stop.
the only
Brenda,
reason
stop
why.
all
complaining.
I'm trying to point
That's
out
the
to
only
you,
reason.
all I'm trying to point out to you is you're the one that complains constantly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
you do.
because-
You're complaining, but then you tell everybody else not to complain. You're a hypocrite. You
No.
literally do all the things you tell everybody
is-
else not to
this
do.
is
You talk
Ranty
over
server.
people. See,
This is
you
Ranty
talk
server.
over people when they're in the
Well,
middle
I'm
of a
just- I'm
sentence.
just
See,
asking,
in the
just
middle
like
of a
you.
sentence.
Hey, can I tell him? Can you tell Brenda? SPS 49 radar can detect targets out to 256 miles.
Miles, yes. Yeah, straight line of
radar,
sight.
radar,
it's straight line.
radar bounces. Radar bounces between the ionosphere
Some of
and the
them,
Earth.
some of them do,
Blah,
yeah.
blah,
Yeah,
blah. No
radar
problem.
There are some
bounces.
that are line of sight. There are
Yeah.
some that are line of sight, though.
But
It's
radar
straight line
bounces.
of
How
sight.
come? How
Radar
come
bounces.
electromagnetic, Brenda? How come electromagnetic waves can't get out of the ionosphere, but gases can? Electromagnetic waves can't get out. Much smaller electrons we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Protons, electrons
They're not
can't get
electrons
out, but yet gases can. You
because
say?
they're not
And astronauts.
electrons. They're
Okay,
electromagnetic.
it's better now. It's better now. Navy radar with energy can detect something 500 miles away.
That's
Wow.
radar
Yeah.
bounces.
500 miles.
Radar bounces off.
500 miles.
Radar bounces,
I mean,
John.
JT Nolan does infrared photography up to like 1,800
Yes,
miles.
and his
Like,
things have been
it's
proven to be
amazing.
wrong. His things have been proven to be wrong. So,
Cool story, bro.
right. So, electromagnetic
So UV
radar.
waves,
It's
UV
finished.
waves,
So-
UV waves are free to come in to our
500
atmosphere
miles,
and burn
maybe right
the air.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
radio
those waves bounce back. So it's
Yeah,
solid when they
bounce
need
back.
it to be solid, but it can go. Other things can go through when they need it to go through.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly.
just double speak. They
that's
double
not
speak
double
about
speak.
everything.
It's not double speak. UV rays have a lot of energy. That's why. They
Straight
have a different
line.
frequency. They have a
Straight
different
line.
frequency.
Brenda, straight line.
They have a
So?
different
Straight line,
frequency.
okay.
And that's why.
So
That's why. It's because they have a different frequency than
prove,
radar.
Yeah.
proves that the ionosphere proves that you can stop one thing and let one thing go through.
It's due
You
to
can't
the
actually
frequency.
prove that. You just believe
Yes,
that's
yes,
what
no,
happens.
it's
500 miles.
It's what
Navy
happens.
radar.
People observe
Yeah,
it
you believe
happening.
that. Yeah, you believe
No.
that.
No,
Yeah, you
that's not
believe
true.
that's what happens because that's what they told you.
No,
You've
it's-
never been out of the ionosphere, so you
Do
don't
you
know.
understand it? Do you understand it, Brenda? 500 miles, you cannot explain it.
Yes, I can.
Oh,
You
why?
you win the argument by just not letting them,
Hey,
argue within
hey,
their
Brenda,
I'm just waiting
concepts.
for. I'm just waiting for a space where I
Very
can report.
fucking cool.
how powerful are the feeds from the ISS? You know, electromagnetic waves that give us video and audio and everything from the ISS. How
I have
powerful
no
are those?
idea.
And
I
why
have no
don't they
idea.
bounce off the ionosphere?
Because they're a different
I got
frequency.
this.
They're a different frequency.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Oh.
Hello, yeah, I used to use radio.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know a bit about radios because I used them in the army. The low frequency,
Okay.
which is called HF, that's something very low, up to 30 megahertz. Those can reflect at a certain angle. Higher
How do you know that?
frequencies,
How do you know this?
Because I used them.
You
Higher
actually
frequencies
tested
is
it, right? Okay.
like the GBS, like the TV satellite dish.
No,
those high
no.
frequency
You don't have a GPS satellite. You don't have a GPS satellite.
Yes, we
have
do.
TV satellite.
Yes, we do.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
we do. Yes, we
Okay.
do.
No,
hold on.
There
Yes,
is
we
no
do.
satellite.
All you have
We
is
know
a
everything about
ground-based
that.
No,
There
yes,
is no
we have.
satellite.
We do have
You have
satellites.
a
No.
ground-based
Yes, we do.
station.
We
Yes,
know.
we do.
You have.
It's
Yes, we do.
Phase one.
It's
Okay,
hack.
okay.
It's
Forget about satellites. You're talking about the International Space Station and how does it
Sure. How did the signals come right back
So
through the
let's assume
ionosphere
there's no
when we
satellite.
can bounce signals
You-
from the ground-based station around the
because
Earth, pretty much, or over the Earth? Sorry.
because the
Yeah, they
frequency,
can't think about how
high
different
frequency
things work
may
differently.
not penetrate. No, I understand how these things work. The low frequency
No, not you.
reflect, but the higher frequency penetrate. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Yeah, but how do you know that? Did you get a return from your higher frequency signal you sent out?
Well, I only tested the low frequency, and I know that it goes to
I see.
very long distances. But if
you know
say
that
Cool.
every frequency is in the
I wouldn't say that I
straight
tested
side of
myself
line. Do you know that?
the high frequency. I'm
Sure.
just this is the
Straight line outside. Nobody is
And
bending. Every signal is going straight line.
And
Okay.
in your test, who am I speaking with? The guy that's testing the radio
John,
frequency
Props, Khalid.
props.
the whole thing is
Did you change?
fencing.